is 1999. The 215-pound weight class has pretty much already been decided, or at least in the mind of our guest here today. If you would, introduce yourself.
Hello, Josh Whitaker, Woodford County.
And of course, if you haven't seen his 1998 video, after you watch this one, go check it out. It's pretty interesting, the way it ends and the way that he's able to fight through something at the end of it that I kind of forgot about. Even though I edited it, I forgot about that part until I watched it. I was like, oh yeah, this goes to this. But you're returning 215-pound state champion. It says in 1998 your record is 51-3. It ends up being 52-3 because you win that final match. Mm-hmm. Do you remember what your record is going into for your senior year?
I think it was 25-0.
25-0. Now the 25, I got to ask, was that an injury or you just couldn't wrestle or?
Yep. Well, one, I got injured the last football game of my senior year. Dislocated my AC joint, so that put me out a couple weeks behind. And then I think we were in Louisville, just at maybe a duel. Mm-hmm. But I was wrestling a kid, and he shot in, and he got my ankle and squatted down. And he pulled up on my ankle, and I heard my knee pop, felt it pop. I went ahead and I beat him. And then I think I finished the day out, maybe one or two more matches, if that. Mm-hmm. Anyways, long story short there, tore my meniscus, had to have surgery.
My goodness.
I don't remember when I was able to come back. I mean, obviously it was before districts, a couple weeks before districts, I think is when that was. So
that's actually two state champions in 1999. Damien Level at 140, 145. Damien, I'm sorry, 140 and 45. Gets hurt in football, and he misses all but like the last week before districts. He comes out, and of course you fighting two injuries, one football season, one wrestling injury, so that's two. And that's, I say this in about every video, that's something that, you know, like.
Dietrich had his
oh, that's right, Dietrich was hurt too.
Yeah, I'd forgot about that till I watched his video,
right,
but I remember his big elbow brace.
So you got three guys with, you know, we know that had injuries. There could have been more, but, you know, we're in the Woodford County wrestling room here. We got on one side of the room, got all the state champions behind us. We got all the state placers in the gym. You got all the team photos up and all that kind of stuff. And schools that celebrate and have their wrestling history on display is great because, as we know, wrestling is a sport that often gets overlooked no matter how good your teams are, how many individual champions you are. You know, the paper may have like a little blurb, or, you know, the school may have like a 8x10 or something in a trophy case, and, you know, state wrestling champion, blah, 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 blah. But we know what it, you know, especially you, two-time state champion, but to hear the stories that you guys tell about being injured, fighting through injuries, what you had to, not just you, but everybody that we've met with so far, you know, blew my knee out in football, but there's no way I wasn't going to wrestle, or tore my AC joint, no way I wasn't going to finish out today. There's so many aspects to the wrestling history, people's stories that get left out for not, you know, it doesn't say up on the state championship wall, you know, wrestled with torn meniscus and injured AC joint. It just has your name, your weight, and your year. And that's why I love doing this, is being able to tell your guys' story.
Yeah, everybody's got one.
And of course, coming in to 1999, you're the defending state champion. Everybody knows, you know, Josh Whitaker is the man at 215. When you went to tournaments that you was able to wrestle in, I like to ask guys these questions that are returning, is did you feel you got everybody's best shot? Like from the state champ to the state chump was able to give you, you know, a harder match than what you anticipated, just because everybody wants to say they, you know, beat the state champion?
I think some of them for sure, you know, and some of them may have just been intimidated and not been able to give their best, right. But there was definitely times where, yeah, a match ended up harder than expected.
I can 100,000,000% believe that. But let's talk about your bracket and your 1999 state tournament. Now, of course, 1999 Woodford County wins the team state title. I don't think there was any question that Woodford was going to, you know, I'm not going to say run away with it, but you guys were far and away probably the best team that year. Of course, you're joined by teammate. I'm looking here at the wall. Chris at 135. We've already done Chris's videos. Go check those out after you watch this. But your first round, it says you receive a bye. You remember the story on that?
I think I think that team missed weigh-ins. Honestly,
I don't doubt it. I believe that.
I can't remember the team, but I'm pretty sure they missed weigh-ins. I think there was just a couple of them.
My goodness,
that's a tough out there.
We'll have to do some digging because I didn't know about them missing weigh-ins. Your quarterfinals. You're wrestling Hami Montalvo. I think this is the fourth time Hami's name has made into. So Hami, man, you're getting some love here. From Trinity, Hami comes in 6th place that year. You win that by a fall in 1 minute 57 seconds. You get to the semifinals. You're wrestling Clint Hayes. I believe that's Union County, correct?
Yes, he was a beast too.
Clint gets 3rd that year, and you win that by a fall in 1 minute 5 seconds. So you're on a march. 2 matches, 2 pins, all within the first period. Now you get to the finals. You're wrestling Lloyd Sparks. Now we've already met with Lloyd, as we said, and done his side of the. We actually went and met with Chris Floyd, 1998, 1999 state champion heavyweight. And like I said in '98 video, you had Dietrich, you, and Chris Floyd that had locked up 189, 215 in heavyweight for back-to-back years. Like I said, I don't know if that's happened where 3 guys have won the same weight class in back-to-back years. I'll have to do some digging on that. But I don't think that's ever happened before outside of this. But had you wrestled Lloyd before?
Yes. He was one of my losses the previous year, and pretty sure we were in the region finals. The week before, probably the region finals the year before, maybe I don't recall. But yeah, several times. I guess Lloyd would have been my rival,
I got you.
Quote unquote. But I mean, I think I probably wrestled him more than anybody. And then we actually ended up going to Cumberland College and wrestling together for a little bit. So we got to I don't want to say friends because we don't hang out now, but
right.
I mean,
we got you.
We knew each other. So I mean, we hung out when we were there. So that was neat getting to know him better, as a person off the mat.
Yeah, and that. Chris Floyd, we actually filmed both of Chris Floyd's and Lloyd Sparks' video the same day at Chris's house. And Chris after we got done, Chris messaged me, "Hey, Alex, there's something else I need to say." And he sends a very heartfelt, emotional. Did you listen to it?
Yeah, I did.
Talking about being friends off the mat. Yep, when we're wrestling each other, yep, give it your best, give it all you can. But off the mat, life's too short not to be friends. We all go through the same thing. We're all cutting weight. We're all doing this. It's very, very, very heartfelt. But you said you've watched Lloyd's review. You got to watch the match.
Yeah.
It was, so we're going to put Lloyd's right there below this one. That way you can get your aspect and then get Lloyd's as well. That way it kind of runs back to back. But before we watch it, did anything about the match stick out that you maybe didn't remember or played out differently than what you had thought all these years later?
No, because I remember my senior year, I think I got put on my back all 3 matches, actually. So, I mean, it wasn't just Lloyd put me on my back. Yeah, Clint, he come out and fireman carried me straight to my back. And, I mean, if he'd have been a little bit quicker, if I'd have been a little bit slower, he may have pinned me. But we rolled out of it, and I come up and caught him with a lat drop, and that's how.
That's and funny you say that. Joshua Campbell in the 95 heavyweight, we done his video. He was like, I must have taken my daily dose of lat pills because that's all I hit in the state finals was lat. So I must be a Woodford County running gag, taking the lat pills before you start. So both you guys are seniors.
Yep.
Last match in the Woodford County yellow and black. There you go, walking out slow again, man. Very methodical.
I was pretty confident, and I was glad I got to wrestle him.
This 1999 video has their audio was loud. So when you guys lock up, do you remember was you stronger? Was he stronger?
I think he was probably stronger. Like I said, I just had the leverage over a lot of guys. Yeah, but where we had wrestled each other, several times in the week before, we were pretty familiar with.
And that was, and I would have to imagine then that it was you guys at 215, and then Joey Stepp and Chris at heavy in the regional finals. That was a heck of a region that year. Which that Region 4, the old Region 4, used to be tough before they consolidated the districts into the regions and all that. Yep, headgear comes off. Of course, you said you had some injuries. Could you tell any of them was still bothering you here? Was you just didn't even bother, like adrenaline was pumping?
I'm sure the adrenaline was just rolling along.
You got Parks and Carr in the corner. All right.
Dragging the toes.
What had changed about your game from 98 to 99? Anything that you can, like, I was better at this, I was better at that, I focused more on this?
I was probably better my junior year, honestly. I probably relied on throws too much my senior year, especially when my season was cut short, and cardio probably wasn't quite there as what it was, just because of the time off I had to take.
Oh,
so yeah. So like I said, that's the third time.
So he got 2 takedown and probably a two swap, 2 or 3 swaps, so 2 near fall. Now, Chris Dunn said in his, I think his 99 video, that 97, 98, 99, he didn't give up a single set of near fall points, which is incredible, but.
No, I can't say that.
So there you go, turn in. That's something about Wayne County, man. Their throws and their top game, they're tough. And Wayne had 3 in the finals this year. Chris, of course, wins it. Lloyd and Phillip Rose at wrestling Damien. At 100, I think it's 140 because Jim Shaw wins 145, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, we're out. So we're going back neutral. So,
I just keep going for upper body.
All right. I think he hit
him for a stalling.
Stalling. Come on, Lloyd. What are we stalling for, man? What are we doing here? It's automatic defer. He's taken down. So he gets another takedown.
Yeah, this is definitely my toughest match of the year.
Got to fix the headgear. So, kind of a little break. Do you remember anything about looking up at the clock and saying, okay, I'm down this many points, or just I'm going to wrestle my match? Or
yeah, I think tell it doesn't look like I'm getting too excited, so
Right.
Just try to keep myself collected to where I can,
Stand up.
take advantage of,
There it is, reversal.
spots when they come.
Just like that right there.
Just like that right
You never
there.
know when you're going to have to hit a reversal. Go out of bounds. He's down.
I think that's maybe what helped me win this match was not getting excited, when I was down. And looking for a cradle there.
So I was going to say, you're
maybe.
trying to. In Lloyd's video, he talks about, sticking to the game plan, and I guess he just got out here and, I'm not saying lost what he was supposed to do, but he just kind of, I guess, had something going and just got away from what he wanted to do, and it ended up.
Well, he had a tough opponent.
Yeah, he had a very tough opponent, man. Had a tough opponent. I've said in other videos, and I'm sure you have to probably agree, the finals at Frankfurt, best atmosphere any KHSAA sport ever put on. So you laid him up.
Again, I guess kind of going back to like my junior year too, being able to work the upper body, try to take them out of their game, and then always backing up.
Nope, not yet. Lift. There it is. 2. Come on, Lloyd, don't be stalling on us. Get up. All right, yep. See, ridge down.
Like Coach Carr getting on me for sitting down like that, probably.
All right. So, there you go. Oh, uh-oh. He made a mistake.
Yep.
There you go. You're doing what you're supposed to. There it is. Fall.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would have won on points if we'd have went all the way. If he hadn't slipped and I wasn't able to catch him, I still think I would have won on points. But, you got to take advantage of every situation.
And there it is, man.
Yeah.
You wrestled good. Lloyd put up a good fight. He really did.
Absolutely.
He wrestled you really well. All these years later, now that you've watched it, this is your review, anything about it that sticks out? Or?
No, nothing. I thought he only kind of put me on my back once, but he handled me a little more so than I remember. But like I said, I do remember him tossing me on my back there to start the match. But yeah, it was a good memory there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, again, I can't say thank you enough for Josh to come in today. We had to kind of schedule that way he could be here. These guys are helping me out, and I love being able to meet with the guys and put their videos out, but I also want to be as accommodating as I can to their personal life, their schedule. Everybody's got a family, everybody's working, and we just want to be able to tell their story, but be able to do it on their time and be able to, that's why I come to Woodford County. That way they didn't have to travel to me or meet somewhere. Just wanted to, like I said, these guys are helping me out and helping the fans of Kentucky wrestling out by being able to tell their story and be able to watch their match. So anything about your wrestling career, anything about just, you've been sitting on all these years later, you just want to, say...
Well, I mean, I think, as you know, and most wrestlers do, it's more than just a sport. I mean, it really has helped shape me, shape who I am today, going through the adversity and, pushing through the pain, pushing through and working when you don't want to. You know, like Coach Carr always says, diligence, constant, steady effort to achieve one's goal. And I mean, I think that's words to live by, and I mean, I still use them daily. I mean, you know, just keep plugging away at it. So
we talked about earlier in Rusty Park's 2004 video, but you know, this is my first time being in Woodford County's mat room. I walked in, I told him I was on the video. I was like, I can just smell the sweat, the sacrifice, the blood, the tears. I'm sure there's been some fights in here at some point, but you know, it makes you who you are. And you know, the lessons you learn in here, man, you take out in the rest of life is, if you can go, you know, through wrestling practice and under the lights and all that kind of stuff, life pretty much from there on, like, is that it? Is that all you got?
Yeah.
I mean, big deal, you took me down, but I'm going to get back to my feet. You're not going to put me on my back again. So, again, I'm grateful for Josh for doing it. It's been very, very requested. 98, 99 videos, you know, all over the state. When you gonna get that Whitaker guy from Woodford County from 98, man? I remember him. So we got it. Thank you to him. Thank you to everybody at Woodford County today that has come and met with us. I greatly appreciate it. And we do have a bunch more Woodford County guys lined up. It's just getting with them and being able to get on their schedule and get, you know, 4, 5, 6 guys together at a time and go from there. We do have I'm not going to say a special Woodford County wrestler, but we do have a Division I NCAA champion. If you know anything about Woodford County wrestling, he has agreed to do his video. It's just getting the Zoom call set up with him. He may or may not be somewhere in Iowa. If that gives you any hint, his last name may be Carr, maybe. So, again, that little hint there, but he has agreed to do his video. I'm excited about that, 2014, in case you're wondering. I'm glad I was able to give them the Woodford County Day, meet with these guys and tell their story. That's all we got from inside you guys call it the Hive or the Yellow Jacket Nest, or what you guys call your...
I think they call it the Hive now.
The Hive?
We didn't have a name for it back then, but...
That's all we got for
the wrestling room.
The wrestling room.
Yeah.
The Woodford County. I should have brought a can of Raid and a fly swatter to get all these Yellow Jackets off of me, right? But that's all we got. Thank you to Woodford County for hosting me today. I really appreciate it. Be sure to check out the other videos in the series. We'll see you guys there, and we'll see you guys on the mats.